Hello and welcome to, God, I was wrong show. I was going to say, well, there's your problem, which I've been watching a lot of them lately. And I do love their stuff. So if you, like hearing about, disasters, more specifically engineering disasters, definitely go check them out. I think I've shown you a video or two of theirs.
Yeah, they're pretty good, pretty entertaining, pretty niche content, but they do
a really good job. Yeah, they're bloody hilarious.
They do it well.
I think I've shown you it was a compilation clip of just moments out of context, and it was just funny as shit.
Yeah, that's they're definitely good for that.
Actually, what were we doing again? Before we went off on this tangent. Yes. Welcome. This is the Some People. I was going to say, podcast, but it's more of an update, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
/ I guess, announcement of things.
Mm-hmm. Update on what we're up to, where we're going.
Not only that, but before we started recording today, I realised this channel's a year old. It's like, where's the year gone?
It's moving fast.
Not only that, but there's a lot of projects that I've been working on for a while now that, I'm kind of happy to announce, but more on that later. I think the biggest thing in the room is probably going to be an upload schedule coming up in the near future. I think it's probably going to go back to the way it was, where it's somewhat regularly, which I'm just kind of surprised we've been, for the past month or so, kind of bringing out stuff almost weekly. Well,
yeah, it would be more than that. It would be 2.5 months, maybe 3 months of, weekly content.
I think we'll try to keep to that, but I think probably starting from now, it's probably going to be almost once every fortnight, like where it kind of used to be, just to give us more time to work on some other things.
For sure.
And, we're going to need that time because we're going to probably work on much longer videos.
Yeah, some interesting ideas concocting. It'll just be a matter of what can we achieve in the time available.
Yeah, definitely. Time is kind of the biggest thing we've been fighting against.
Definitely is.
Well, I shouldn't kind of get to the elephant in the room. Why did I love repeating myself. Well, let's get to the elephant in the room, and that is, the biggest reason why I feel like uploads are definitely going to slow down a bit is, I'm going to probably work on, reviewing more stuff, more specifically some stuff that's kind of, 10 years old or older.
Yeah.
So I felt like, it's going to be fun to go back and make myself feel old, watching stuff that I used to watch when I was younger. And it's like, wow, was it really that long ago now?
Yeah.
I think the first thing I would probably cover would be Black Lagoon. It's something that I've been talking about wanting to cover for a while now.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely is. And a pretty good one to kick things off with.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But I guess something that's going to be a bit more, closer coming would probably be a review for Season 2 of Birdie Wings.
Yep, which is a show I know absolutely nothing about.
Yeah, so it's going to be fun. It's going to be more of your initial impressions and then, me kind of doing sort of an essay, although I'm not really much of an essayist. I'm more kind of just off the tongue. So it'd be fun trying to do a script and watch me not follow it at all. So yeah, that should be coming out around about when Season 2 is wrapping up. I was thinking of trying to do Episode 1, but I thought, Season 1.
Uh-huh.
But it would be a bit weird to try and get that out while also working on Season 2. So I'm thinking when I do cover Season 2, it will be probably just a brief summary of Season 1 before getting into Season 2. Which I think a lot of that time is going to be actually just getting you up to speed through Season 1.
And what else? What other projects do we have on the back burner?
Well, we got the other one, but, I guess I gave myself an NDA, so I can't talk much about that one.
Uh-huh.
And then, we got the kind of, deep dive into, D4 DJ and kind of just looking at the franchise as a whole, which that should be coming out later this year, hopefully.
Yep.
Whenever I decide to, start working on that.
For sure. I guess we kind of have started on it.
Sort of,
with obviously the review series of All Mix and also starting to review the single releases as well. So that's all kind of...
Yeah, that's even though there's going to be a bit of a pause for that for a while, it's definitely going to still be coming out.
Yeah. So that'll be sort of all wrapped up into the big one.
Yeah, like I guess they're going to be more companion pieces, I guess.
Yeah. That's a good way to think of it.
Although, speaking of things that I would like to cover, even though it's something that I've been and ahhing about and I've definitely talked about in older episodes, and that is Ruby, because with just what's been going on with the company lately, it's like there's a reason why I haven't been talking about it as much as I would like to.
For sure. Is a bit of a kettle of fish, which shrouded in controversy and other things going on.
Although apparently, I know it's been going on for a while now, but did you know Ruby had a crossover with DC?
I did see something about that, but I have no information on it.
Well, from what I looked into it, it's like definitely not my cup of tea. I think they kind of shouldn't have really blended the two universes together.
Interesting.
But sure, I may just check out the anime when it drops, maybe, but I wouldn't be on my bucket list of things to do. I'd probably rather watch what Girls in Panda for the 1000th time.
Yeah.
Which is
That's
another
fair.
series I'll probably be covering, because now that's like 10 years old too. Which
Yeah.
that's the one that made me really like, yeah, I feel old.
For sure. And still going as well.
Well, not for long, because I think it's going to get wrapped up with the last of the Das Finale films, which should be, I think they're up to part 4 now, I believe.
Right.
So they got 2 more parts left.
Yeah.
Although I'm not sure if the manga is going to continue or not. I think that may get wrapped up as well. Although I'd love to see some of the spin-off mangas actually get their own anime adaptations, like what was it? Ribbon Warrior and I think Little Army.
I guess it would all depend on the success of the final movies, I'd assume.
Well, obviously it's going to do well enough because it's got quite a big dedicated fan base.
Definitely does. You're not wrong there.
Although I guess another project, and this is something that I haven't actually talked to you about, so this is your first time hearing it, but the more I think about it, it's like, yeah, this would be fun to do, because when I was growing up, I used to love listening to people narrate creepypastas, and I thought, well, / horror stories and that, and it's like, it'd be fun to kind of give that a try, and I've thought, why not, actually? And I'm thinking of probably pulling out some of my favorite creepypastas, and, well, even having you narrate them, because I think your voice would be a bit better than mine.
It's a great idea. We would have to workshop it a bit more.
Yeah, like I said, it's thought of my end. It's like, oh, this would be fun to do. But actually, are you familiar with creepypastas?
I don't think so.
Wow. Oh, I guess that's just really showing, I guess, the age difference in that. I think the people that are
so.
more around my age would be more familiar with them. Although the one that I really there's 2 actually I really want to cover, and that is the Strider and the Russian Sleep.
Okay, yeah.
Even though the Russian Sleep Experiment did get a follow-up one, I probably won't be covering it, because it's like, yeah, it's interesting, but definitely not as good as the original.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I've never heard of them.
Although I think the biggest thing, and it's definitely something that I've been working on for the past, I guess, year or so now, thinking about it, because it's definitely coming up 2 years since I started doing it, and it's just a little kind of side thing to do just to kind of keep myself from getting bored playing Forza Motorsport 7, and that is taking all the production cars in the game and some production cars, question mark, sort of, and, well, kind of not only giving them a custom paint job, but also kind of giving them a custom tuning.
Yeah, so a bit more gaming content featured
Oh, yeah,
on
definitely.
the channel as well.
I'm thinking of now with the amount of cars that I've had to have done now, even though I think it's not that many. I've done quite a few, and there's a few that I'd like to go back to and make a few changes and maybe get around to painting them.
Yeah.
But it'd be fun just to do a showcase of some of the ones I have done.
Yeah, for sure. And a good opportunity for a before and after, I think.
I guess so. Well, sort of. I guess I can always just show off the stock version and then just have a side by side like one hot lap run and just see the stock version just get annihilated by whatever monstrosity I come up with.
Yeah, I think that would be a cool idea.
Although I do have this one clip of me testing out an F12 TDF that I made some tweaks to, and I ran into kind of a similar incident that I ran into with the F40 while driving around Le Mans. So it's a bit of a habit of me doing this with Ferraris and that. So yes, roll clip. The other day I was at the pub drinking. I don't know why I can remember this, but I think I know why I remember what happened. Was this drunk fella walks into the pub. He doesn't quite clear the stair steps and almost goes flying face first into a table and chair that's set up right by the entrance. And then he goes up to the bar and was like, the only reason I can remember to it is like, I was like, yeah, you're right there, mate. But I'll tell you what the real funny thing is. I swear to God, he looked a hell of a lot like Walter White from Breaking Bad.
Oh, okay.
Literally, like, I wouldn't say identical, but close enough.
Right. Interesting.
I think me and a couple of the other patrons also had a good laugh after he left about it.
I bet.
There's a few other things. I'm just trying to think. Oh, yes. I forgot about that. But again, I'm not sure if it's going to happen as soon as I would like to, but maybe even get some footage of me just riding around on a bike. So I've got my motorbike license, and I was like, do you know what would be awesome if I just slapped a GoPro on my motorbike and just got some footage of me, just going around some back roads and that.
Yeah, that could be cool.
Especially if I, let's say, end up going to Japan, I'm definitely going to go flying down and do some toge racing.
In summary, what the viewers can expect for the content over the next year or so would be a bit of a shift in release schedule.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Back to a
more sparse
and fairly regular fortnightly, I guess, release rather than weekly.
Which should hopefully allow to get longer videos as well as probably have a bit better quality. That's one I noticed, is that like the more we try to put more quality in it, the more time it takes. So it's like I'd rather have the extra breathing room to kind of put a bit more quality into what we're recording.
For sure. Some more gaming content as well. And I guess a wider range of content reviews and
maybe some narration too. So yay.
Possibly. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of narrations, although this is a bit of a tangent, Samuel L. Jackson was narrating the book that was called Go the Fuck to Sleep. It was just funny hearing him narrate it.
I bet. He definitely has the voice for that.
Oh yeah, it was like hilarious. I think the first time I heard it, I was dying of laughter, like not even that far into it.
I bet. Yeah. Even just, him talking in general is already entertaining enough. So to get, that type of story with his performance would be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty good. If you haven't seen it, I recommend you go check it out. I guess on that note, should we kind of wrap things up? Yeah, see ya.
See you next time.